Welcome back, SDW fans. It's your girl, Carly Cross, and you're listening to the only official Stone Dog Wrestling podcast, where the shots get fired, the grudges get real, and the road to undisputed is heating up fast. We've got everything you need to catch up from this past Friday, including betrayal, redemption, busted friendships, and some absolutely brutal matches. Stick with me. It's time to break down everything you missed and everything that's still to come here at Stone Dog Wrestling. Let's go.
All right, so you're back for another deep dive.
Back.
This time, we are going deep into the world of Stone Dog Wrestling.
Yeah.
SDW, Stone Dog Wrestling.
Yeah.
Forget what you think you know about wrestling podcasts. This is
But this is different.
This is different.
Yeah.
We're talking like 24 to 48 hours worth of work
Per episode?
being put into every single weekly episode.
Yeah.
It's essentially like a TV show
It is, yeah.
in wrestling form.
Like you can tell.
Yeah.
They put a lot of effort into like the storylines, the details, how things unfold.
It's clear this isn't just some casual thing that Stone Dog is doing. Like,
Okay.
there is a lot of passion there, and that's why I think the community is so invested.
Absolutely.
And that community is kind of what we want to give you a taste of today.
Yeah.
We're going deep into Season 5, Episode 2,
Okay.
called Shots Fired, which dropped on April 4th, 2025.
Right.
Think of this as a sports-style breakdown for
Mhm.
anyone who's maybe curious about SDW or wants to jump into the SDW universe.
I like it. We're going to go through the match results. Okay. Any moments that made us go, huh, what was
Yeah.
that? Or, oh, that was cool.
Sounds good.
So if you're a wrestling fan,
Yeah.
looking for something fresh,
Yeah.
something a little bit outside the box,
Mm-hmm.
and you haven't checked out SDW yet,
Definitely give this a listen.
we're giving you the cliff notes
It's right.
to what's going on over there.
Yep.
So jumping right into the squared circle,
Right.
the first match was a singles contest between Drew McIntyre and Reaper.
Oh.
Now, full details are still coming out on this,
Okay.
but we know that Reaper, the antagonist, I guess you could say,
Right.
jumped McIntyre as soon as the bell rang,
Mm-hmm.
trying to get that quick advantage.
It's a classic heel tactic, right?
Yeah.
You know, jump the baby face before they can even get their bearings.
Yeah, but McIntyre, who's known for his resilience,
Right.
was having none of it.
Okay.
Quickly turned things around, hit Reaper with a huge avalanche in the corner.
Followed that up with a big elbow strike.
Okay.
And we're still waiting for the full recap.
Gotcha.
But it seems like McIntyre was not going to let Reaper's cheap shot define the match.
Well, I like that.
Yeah.
I like that he immediately turned things around,
Yeah.
showed him who's boss.
Yeah.
But I am bummed that we don't have all the details yet.
Yeah.
Like, a good opening brawl can really set the tone for the rest of the night, you know?
Agreed.
Hopefully those come out soon.
All right. Our next match
Yes.
was an Extreme Title #1 contendership match
Ooh.
between Steven McGregor and Yamamoto Hayabusa.
Interesting.
Now, when they say extreme, they mean it.
Okay.
And this match was proof from the get-go.
Right.
Hayabusa
Yeah.
came out like a bat out of hell.
Okay.
He actually busted McGregor open
Wow.
and then kicked him right out of the ring.
Oh, my gosh.
Talk about making a statement.
Yeah, he's like, I'm here to win.
But McGregor, not easily deterred, got right back in the ring. And what followed was just this like gritty, intense back and forth,
I like it.
exchanging reverse grapples, just trying to get any advantage.
Yeah.
They both clearly wanted that title shot
Yeah.
against Ken Shamrock.
Mm-hmm.
And because it's an extreme match,
Right.
out came the toys.
Oh.
McGregor brought out a trash can.
A trash can, really?
I know, a trash can.
Okay. But it happens.
It adds a certain something,
Yeah, it does.
you know, a certain flair.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A little bit of hardcore. You know?
Okay.
But despite all this, Hayabusa was able to lock in some sort of submission on McGregor.
Okay.
But this is where it gets a little weird.
Right.
Apparently the camera work wasn't quite up to par.
What?
Because the match report from someone named Sebastian
Okay.
says that we don't actually know what the submission was.
Oh, no.
We just know that McGregor tapped out.
Oh, come on. Really?
But the result is crystal clear.
Yeah.
Hayabusa is the #1 contender.
Oh, and he's going to be facing Ken Shamrock
All right.
for the Extreme Championship.
Cool.
I'm kind of excited for this.
Yeah.
I think Hayabusa's speed and striking versus Shamrock's ground game
Yeah.
should be an interesting clash of styles.
Yeah, it'll be an interesting dynamic for sure.
Yeah.
Although I'm kind of bummed that McGregor didn't pull it out.
Yeah.
I feel like he would have brought a very different element
Yeah.
to the Extreme title scene.
Yeah.
But, oh well. We'll see what happens.
All right, moving on.
Yes.
We had a tag team cage match.
Okay.
Now, this is guaranteed to be a chaotic match.
That's right.
It was between the Disciples,
Okay.
Monica and Banshee,
Yeah.
taking on the Ultimate Maniacs,
No?
Chuck and Rust.
All right.
And you could tell the Disciples meant business right from the go.
Yeah.
Monica just clocked Chuck with an elbow strike,
Okay.
and then Banshee just flattens Rust with a tombstone pile driver.
Wow.
Talk about setting a dominant tone.
Right out the gate.
Yeah.
I like it.
And they didn't let up.
Okay.
Monica then focused her attack on Chuck's legs, while Banshee hit Chuck with another tombstone.
Oh my gosh.
At this point, Rust couldn't even get to his feet,
Wow.
and Banshee hit him with a Death Valley driver.
Just brutal.
Just brutal.
Yeah.
The Ultimate Maniacs, they tried to mount some offense.
Yeah.
Rust even attempted a pin on Monica,
Yep.
but Banshee was right there to break it up.
Right.
It was almost too easy for the Disciples.
Yeah, it sounds like the Ultimate Maniacs were totally outmatched.
It kind of felt that way.
Yeah.
And then the final nail in the coffin, I guess you could say.
What was that?
Banshee hits Chuck with a twist of hate
Oh, okay.
and then pins the bigger Rust for the 3 count.
So the Disciples take home the win.
The Disciples win.
Okay.
And you have to wonder now what this means for the tag division.
Right.
Are the Disciples the top dogs now?
It definitely seems like they've thrown down the gauntlet.
Yeah.
Like that kind of one-sided victory sends a message to the rest of the tag teams.
Yeah.
I was hoping for a little bit more of a fight from the Ultimate Maniacs.
Yeah. I mean, that cage match felt kind of underwhelming, to be honest.
I feel that.
I was expecting more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
More back and forth.
Okay.
Oh.
Well, the next match was a triple threat match in the women's division.
Okay.
Featuring the SDW Women's World Champion, Frost, defending against 2 newcomers, Dawn Green and Isabella Lopez.
All right.
And the reports are these newcomers made a statement.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I always love to see fresh talent
Yeah.
stepping up and immediately challenging, like, the established order.
Yeah.
It says a lot about Dawn and Isabella.
It really does.
Maybe Frost was taking them a little lightly. Let's see.
Maybe. We even saw moments where Dawn and Isabella took Frost down,
Oh, wow.
which is no easy feat.
No, it's not.
Then things took kind of a strange turn.
What happened?
A sledgehammer and a baseball bat made their way into the ring. A sledgehammer and a baseball bat.
Yes.
Okay. In a triple threat for the women's title.
Yep. Oh,
I mean, sounds like SDW,
yeah.
right?
It does.
They love those unpredictable elements.
Yeah.
I will say, though, a sledgehammer seems a bit excessive,
Yeah.
even for wrestling.
I agree.
But, you know,
It happens. Every swing with the sledgehammer missed.
what?
You have to wonder who is wielding that thing. What was their aim like?
Yeah.
But the baseball bat did come into play.
Okay.
Dawn Green was actually able to pin Frost.
Huge upset.
Huge upset.
Big moment for Dawn.
Oh my gosh, a pin victory over the champ in her debut?
Yep.
You can't ask for a bigger entrance than that.
You can't.
I was not expecting that result.
No.
Wow, good for her.
And you would think that's the end of the story, right?
Right.
Champion's down, newcomer gets the big win.
Yeah.
Nope.
What?
Isabella Lopez grabs the baseball bat,
Oh no.
nails Dawn in the back,
Oh my gosh.
and pins her immediately.
Well, Isabella Lopez gets her first win in SDW
Wow.
by pinning the woman who just pinned the champion.
Talk about a shocking twist.
Unbelievable.
What a calculated, opportunistic move by Isabella.
Mhm.
She saw her chance and took it.
Yeah.
A little underhanded, maybe,
Yeah.
but incredibly effective.
Very effective.
Now she's got that win over Dawn,
Yeah.
who just beat the champ.
Yeah.
I mean, it's chaotic, but you can't say it's not interesting.
It's very interesting. So many questions.
Yeah.
What's the dynamic between these 3 going forward?
Yeah.
Has Isabella just leapfrogged Dawn in the contenders line?
Yeah.
This was full of surprises.
It was a roller coaster.
And I loved the unpredictability. I thought it was great.
It keeps things fresh.
Yeah.
Though I do feel a little bad for Dawn,
Yeah.
you know, to get that huge win
Yeah.
and then have it snatched away so quickly.
Yeah.
Ouch.
That's rough.
Yeah.
All right. Our next contest
Okay.
was a tag team match between T. Clayton and Tyler Justice
Right.
taking on the Outlaws.
The Outlaw's nice.
Now, this one was a roller coaster.
Okay.
Taylor Justice went right after Painkiller
Mhm.
from the Outlaws, hit him with a headbutt,
Nice.
And then just immediately started working on Painkiller's arm.
Interesting.
T. Clayton tagged in, continued that focused attack.
Okay, so they had a game plan to take out the arm?
Yeah, trying to weaken Painkiller's arm.
Okay.
But the Outlaws are veterans for a reason.
Mm-hmm.
The action spilled to the outside.
Okay.
T. Clayton was whipped into the barricade.
Oh.
The ref started the 10 count, got to 4 before Clayton got back in.
You can't give the Outlaws any room to breathe.
No.
They'll capitalize on any mistake or any moment of weakness.
Yeah.
And that barricade shot had to have taken a toll on T.
It did, but T showed some incredible resilience.
Okay.
He hit Painkiller with a massive power bomb.
Oh, my
The ref's count got to 2.
Wow.
Very close near fall.
Yeah.
And then T reset the count again. He was just relentless.
Nice.
We even saw him swing Sunshine.
Oh, my gosh.
The report said T was going absolutely ham in this match.
He was on fire.
He was, but just when it seemed like T and Justice had the upper hand, Painkiller turned things around.
All right.
Dropped T on the top turnbuckle, and then followed that up with a backbreaker.
Oh.
Sunshine finally tagged in, officially.
Okay.
Tried to get a quick roll-up pin on T, but T kicked out.
Okay.
Tyler Justice then came back in, went for the pin on Painkiller, but Sunshine broke it up.
Of course.
Painkiller then hit Justice with his finisher, the Dominator.
Oh, no.
It looked like it was over, but Justice kicked out at 2.
Wow. What resilience.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
But the finish came when Justice hit a double axe handle off the top rope to the outside.
Oh, wow.
Taking out Painkiller.
Okay.
Painkiller couldn't get back in before the 10 count. So T. Clayton and Tyler Justice win by countout.
Okay, so a little bit of an anticlimactic finish.
Yeah, a little bit.
But a win's a win.
A win is a win.
Yeah, but I was hoping for a little bit more.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
A pinfall or submission.
Yeah, something a little more definitive.
Yeah.
But the drama didn't end there.
What happened?
As T and Justice were celebrating their victory, the Outlaws attack them from behind.
Oh, come on.
It looks like this rivalry is far from over.
You knew the Outlaws weren't going to take that loss lying down.
Yep.
No way.
All right. Following all that tag team turmoil,
Yeah.
we heard from the undisputed world champion Roman Reigns.
Okay.
And he made it clear where he stands on the whole Drew McIntyre situation.
Right.
He declared once again that he is still and will always be the undisputed world champion.
Of course.
He then stated that whatever went down with Drew McIntyre was the sole responsibility of SDW management and someone named Aaron Sweet.
Okay.
He and Paul Heyman had absolutely no involvement.
Interesting.
And then, of course, he had to take a jab at CM Punk, stating that he will always be in Punk's way.
I see.
And, of course, punctuated the whole thing with his signature line.
Oh, here we go.
Anyone who faces him will have to acknowledge him.
Classic Reigns.
Classic Reigns.
Yeah. Deflecting responsibility.
Yeah.
Maintaining that untouchable aura.
Yeah.
It's a character he plays well.
Oh, perfect play.
I'll give him that.
Yeah.
It's effective.
Yeah.
He keeps those storylines simmering, whether it's McIntyre, Punk, or somebody else.
Yeah.
You know, he's positioning himself as the unshakable top guy.
The guy.
So, predictable, but effective.
Yeah.
At building anticipation.
All right, let's move on.
Yes.
To the U.S. title #1 contenders match.
All right.
This was between the always exciting Jimmy Phoenix and the man behind SDW himself, Stone Dog.
Interesting.
And this one had a very, very innovative and surprising start.
Oh, okay. I like that.
Stone Dog actually locked Phoenix in the ropes and then slid underneath, dropping Phoenix onto the mat while sliding out to the floor himself.
Okay, so Phoenix is in the ring and Stone Dog is out.
Yep.
I like that. Very creative.
Very unique.
Yeah.
Very unexpected.
It's that kind of outside-the-box thinking that makes fans like SDW stand out.
Yeah.
You never know what to expect.
But Phoenix showed his resourcefulness, came back with just a flurry of elbows and clotheslines, even knocking Stone Dog to the outside. So momentum shifted very quickly.
That fast-paced back and forth is always a crowd pleaser.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Phoenix wasn't going to let Stone Dog's initial surprise dictate the whole match.
Nope.
He wanted to control the pace, too.
Yep, and then Stone Dog got back in the ring, hit Phoenix with a huge enziguri.
Ooh.
Followed that up by taking him straight to Suplex City.
Nice.
just repeatedly suplexing Phoenix all over the ring.
Yeah, once Stone Dog gets that kind of momentum, he's hard to stop.
He's tough.
That Suplex City moniker is well-earned.
It is.
He can dish him out like nobody's business.
But Phoenix showed his grit.
Okay.
Got back in the ring just before the count of 5.
Okay.
Stone Dog then locked in the crossface submission.
Oh, the crossface. That's a dangerous one.
Yeah, it looked like Phoenix was in trouble.
Yeah.
But he was able to break free.
Nice.
Hit Stone Dog with a huge super kick.
Yeah.
Followed that up with a massive knee strike from the top rope.
Okay.
It looked like that was it.
Yeah.
But Stone Dog somehow kicked out.
Talk about a near fall.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
He went for another super kick, and then the arena went dark.
Oh,
when the lights came back on,
yeah,
standing in the ring was Kane.
Kane.
Nobody saw that coming.
What's he doing SDW?
We don't know.
Okay.
But Kane didn't waste any time.
Okay.
Delivered a thunderous chokeslam to Jimmy Phoenix.
Okay.
The lights went out again.
All right.
They came back on.
Yeah.
And Jimmy Phoenix was awarded the win by disqualification due to outside interference.
Okay, so a DQ finish in a #1 contenders match.
Yeah.
I mean, that's a little...
Anticlimactic.
Yeah, anticlimactic. It feels a little cheap, doesn't it?
It does. Yeah. And this raises so many questions.
Right.
Phoenix himself even believes that Stone Dog isn't quite finished with the Fallen thing.
The Fallen? What is that?
We don't know.
Some kind of mysterious group or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Now with Kane interfering, who's going to face Dizzy for the U.S. title? Yeah. Is it going to be Jimmy Phoenix? Is it going to be a triple threat? Will Stone Dog and Kane be involved?
Yeah. Is it going to be a fatal 4-way?
Yeah.
I mean...
We don't know.
This has definitely added some intrigue to the U.S. title scene.
It's a mess right now, but in a fun way.
Yeah, I like it.
So, finally,
the
main event.
Here we go.
This was a brass ring contract ladder match.
Okay.
Featuring Outlaw Epps, Basket Case, Sammy Rose, and Ace Crusher.
All right, so a brass ring contract on the line?
Yeah.
That usually guarantees the winner a title shot?
Yes.
At a time of their choosing?
Whenever they want.
Okay.
And this one delivered.
Okay.
Bell rings, Epps and Crusher immediately go at it.
Okay.
Basket Case and Sammy Rose smartly grab ladders.
Smart.
Crusher then hits Epps with a neck breaker.
Okay.
Starts using a chair on Sammy Rose.
So he's going right for the violence.
Yeah, trying to clear a path early, but he tries to climb the ladder. He gets pulled down. Epps drops Crusher onto the turnbuckle, grabs a ladder himself.
Okay.
Epps and Basket Case start trading blows. Basket Case counters a jackhammer attempt.
Right.
And at this point, the report says, and I quote,
what does it say?
This is absolute insanity.
Okay.
They were not exaggerating.
Right.
Weapons are flying everywhere.
Oh, my gosh.
Chairs, ladders, tables got introduced.
Oh, wow.
Sammy Rose got hit with a clothesline.
Oh.
Crusher hit Epps with his Cali cutter.
Right.
Sammy finally got some offense in, attacked Epps. Crusher then hits Epps with a ladder.
Just brutal.
Just a barrage of offense.
Yeah.
Crusher tries to climb again.
Yeah.
Sammy pulls the ladder out from under him.
Ooh.
Sammy powerbombs Basket Case through a table.
Wow.
Crusher throws a table at Epps.
What?
But it wasn't very effective.
Oh, okay.
Maybe he needs to work on his table throwing accuracy.
Yeah.
Epps retaliates.
Yeah. Okay.
It's Crusher with the ring steps. But Crusher immediately gets back to his feet.
What resilience.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Then Sammy locks in the semi-clench on Basket Case.
Okay.
Epps tries to climb again.
Yeah.
But Crusher stops him, leaving Epps just hanging there. Then the report just mentions ominously that Basket Case is enjoying the chaos.
Interesting.
And then Sammy hits Epps with a light tube.
Oh, come on.
And then there's mention of the mysterious floating chair being creepy as F.
A mysterious floating chair?
Yes.
What is going on?
I need more details on this.
SDW knows how to keep people talking.
Yeah.
This is bizarre and kind of disturbing.
Yeah, disturbing is a good word.
Yeah.
Basket Case takes down Crusher.
Okay.
Sammy grabs a trash can.
Right.
Epps sets up another ladder.
Yep.
Crusher drops Epps.
Yeah.
Hits Sammy with another Cali cutter.
Ooh.
Basket Case grabs a chair.
Okay.
Just unloads on Crusher, hits him multiple times.
Oh, wow.
Then hits him with Sister Abigail.
Okay.
locks in the mandible claw,
Right.
then grabs the ring steps and attacks Crusher again.
Boy.
There is some serious animosity
Yeah.
between those two.
That's more than just a fight for the contract. There's
Yeah.
something deeper there.
Yeah.
A kind of personal conflict
Yeah.
going on.
Sammy then hit a diamond cutter on Epps into a dragon sleeper.
Oh, nice.
Then he hit a Cali cutter on Sammy himself
Oh, my gosh.
while Sammy was on a ladder.
Wow.
Crusher tried to climb.
Yeah.
Basket Case chopped him down, tried to climb himself.
Okay.
Crusher then threw a trash can at Epps.
Oh, jeez.
Basket Case set up a ladder in the corner.
Right.
Sammy hit a Sammy stamp on Basket Case.
Okay.
Crusher hit a sleeper hold slam on Sammy.
Oh, my God.
Everyone is down.
They were pushing themselves to the limit. Just
Yeah.
throwing caution to the wind
Yeah.
for this contract.
Epps then starts to climb
Okay.
while Sammy is still tangled up with Crusher.
Yeah.
But then,
Yeah.
out of nowhere,
What happened?
Basket Case gets up,
okay.
knocks the ladder down.
What?
Nobody is able to reach the contract
Oh, no.
before the time limit expires.
Wow.
So it's ruled a time limit draw.
So no winner.
No winner.
Wow.
The fans now vote.
Okay, so the fans get to decide, right? Who gets the brass ring?
Very interesting. A fan vote.
Yeah, very unique,
Mm-hmm.
very interactive,
Yeah.
but in a very surprising turn of events,
What happened?
the fans voted for Basket Case
Really?
over Ace Crusher by 3 votes.
Wow.
Basket Case wins the brass ring contract.
Wow. Talk about a photo finish.
I know.
3 votes.
It's...
Could completely change the course of Basket Case's career in SDW.
Yeah.
I got a feel for Ace Crusher, though. You know, coming
Yeah.
so close
Yeah.
after enduring such a grueling match.
Yeah.
It's going to be tough.
That's rough.
Yeah.
So there you have it.
All right.
Deep dive into the explosive action.
And that's going to wrap it up for this week, folks. Remember, Stone Dog Wrestling goes down live every Friday night at 10 p.m. Central on Twitch and YouTube. And trust me, you're going to want to be there because every week it's getting wilder. Make sure to follow Stone Dog Entertainment on all social platforms so you never miss a match, a meltdown, or a moment. Until next time, stay crazy, stay loud, and stay SDW. I'm Carly Cross, and I'll see you at the show.